Well, I think it would be a mistake to see his intervention today as just about the issue of migration or small boats. I think it's also about Project PM Starmer. He's now been in office for 4 years, and he's got his conference coming up in a couple of weeks, and the general election is next year. And I think this is a way of showing that he is a leader who gets out and about internationally. We've not really seen that from him before. He's off to The Hague today. Next week, he's apparently going to be in Paris meeting with Emmanuel Macron. This is a way of him showing that he is ready to take the keys to power in number 10 Downing Street.
The Immigration Minister Robert Jenrick says a returns agreement based on proposed EU migration rules would mean, and I quote, Britain will be forced to take more than 100,000 illegal migrants from the safety of Europe each year, disregarding the will of the British people to cut numbers and stop the boats. If the Labour Party get into power, and they do, indeed return to a deal with the EU over the quotas, will Sir Keir Starmer, in fact, be disregarding the will of the British people?
So I think this is really also quite an interesting test of the Labour Party's Brexit policy, because effectively what it is to, quote-unquote, fix Boris Johnson's Brexit deal. They say they don't want closer kind of institutional cooperation with the EU, but they want some little changes which are going to make life better for businesses or for people. And one of those things clearly now is an agreement on migration with the European Union. And Labour is hoping that it can do that without being accused of going back on the Brexit deal, trying to rejoin via the back door. And clearly what we can see from the Conservative line is they're saying, look at Labour signing up to agreements with the EU, getting rid of the policies which we enacted after Brexit. And so this is really a test of whether that attempt to both say, we're sticking to Brexit, but also improving Brexit can actually work for the Labour Party. So what happens in the next few days will be quite telling on that, I think.
And